Let's see here. I think we are live. Let's see here. All right. Let's see. No. All right. Hello, Arthur, and who's your coaster fan? Welcome. Totally random. I know. Hello, miscellaneous and ex-coaster enthusiast and coasting the country Dan. How are you guys doing? I know I haven't done one of these in a few months, and he'll be in here in a little bit. But I was talking to Marty from New Zealand, and he was kind of asking about these streams, and he's like, "Hey, we haven't seen you in a while," so I literally fired this up. But I had plans a couple months ago to try this out. Hey, Austin, there's Marty. And hey, I'm just trying. Hey, Laura. I'm having a fantastic time. More on the kind of change to what I do for a living here in a little bit, but I mean, it's all good. I'm still with the Eyes of Freedom. But hello, we the coasters. What's going on, folks? I figured in a little bit. This is something I wanted to try a couple months ago, and that is I made a series of art using AI where I typed the coaster name in. And I know other people I think have done this, but I've never done this, and I've definitely never done this live. So depending on how OBS works, I may be able to guess the coaster. Maybe we'll do 10 images in a little bit. But it all depends on how OBS is going to work. I've never really tried this before. But things are going really good. First off, for those of you that have followed my vlogs and stuff, which by the way, they are temporarily in private mode. I'm having some serious issues with YouTube again in the music. I use their music catalog for 90% of what I do when I'm doing some editing. And they've completely changed the way they do their YouTube audio library. Now it's the license-based stuff. I mean, there's popular songs in there that you can pay $25 for and have the license. That doesn't interest me at all. I just want the free stuff that's, copyright free. So I may be creating more of my own music soon for videos. But the reason I say that is because Mike Straley, who I traveled with for the Eyes of Freedom since 2012. Mike's no longer part of the Eyes of Freedom. Mike left about a month ago, I think. And if you hear my cat sneezing, he's having a sneezing attack. He's been having some allergies. It's Mike's no longer traveling, and he was featured in all my vlogs. I think every single one of them, actually, now that I think about it. But he's decided to move on to other things. And while I am extremely bummed that I won't be traveling with him anymore for work, we'll still be friends, I'm sure. And I mean, he lives locally here, so it's not like I can't just go see him in 25 minutes or whatever. But man, it's going to be different. For the majority of this year, I'm going to be traveling solo, and because of that, and because I'm taking up so many different kind of duties with the Eyes of Freedom, I'm not going to have a lot of time to visit parks. So once again, I'm not buying any season passes this year. If I'm in an area for work and there's parks, like I might be able to hit up some LA parks if I go out there this year, if I'm out there working. But there's just not going to be a lot of time. Oh, great. Now my cat's deciding to play with toys. Fantastic. We'll see how it goes. But I'm bummed that Mike's not part of the Eyes of Freedom. I'm really bummed, but I'm very, very excited about challenges that are coming into fruition soon, as far as getting this show on the road. And we've booked several events already, so we're going to have a busy year. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, okay. So let me see. I got a question for you. Okay, Austin, that's cool. Um, but yeah, things are going really, really well. I have no complaints. I really don't. um, despite the last 3 years just being a downer for everyone, including myself, it's nice to be able to kind of step outside the box and just do normal things. Just be a dude. So that's what I've been doing, and it's been a very, very productive couple of months. So yeah. So all right. Let me think about what we can else talk about. But yes, Marty, the copyrights, the last war I had with YouTube in the summer where they demonetized me, I still don't have an answer for. There's a awesome YouTube creator named 66 Samus. He's a metal drummer, one of the best drummers I've ever seen and heard in my entire life. And he does these drum bits. Well, the same thing happened to him that happened to me last summer, where YouTube just basically tried to cut him out. And because of that, they demonetized him. So when he went to challenge them and ask questions, the same thing. They just won't give him an answer. So he made a video about that pretty much sums exactly my experience with YouTube. I'm still not very happy with the way that they kind of treated me last year. But there's nothing I can do about it. They call the shots. I got to follow those shots, even though I don't know if I broke any of those rules. So things are better now, even though I think they've kind of taken they I don't know how the algorithm works. I mean, who does? But I know several people have commented that they can't find my stuff when they search for it. So I don't. That's YouTube's doing, or if there's a glitch or whatever. But it's up, except the massive logs. They're not up. But everything else should be up, despite the 500 videos I deleted last summer. Hey, Dylan, what's up? But yeah, things are going really, really well. I just wish I had more time. I got a PSVR 2, which I've had for a week, and I've only used it once. Again, just too busy. YouTube's rules seem very hit and miss. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense at all, Marty, at all. They still won't tell me what I did. Their answer is, we can't give you that information. So my whole beef with YouTube was, if they're wanting changes, they have to explain how to make those changes. So I let a lot of that go by, and I use YouTube just to create and to put stuff out there. I've said it several times before, but I don't do it for views or anything like that. I do it because it's the only area on the internet that I'm on, and the only outlet I have. I mean, if I leave YouTube, that's it. No more for me. Grizzly Adams, hi. Yeah. So this beard, I should have grown it out a long time ago. That's all I'll say about that. But I started growing this actually the day I went to Devil's Tower in June of last year. And so June will be a year, and I don't know if I'll keep it more than a year. This is definitely the longest I've ever had it, but No Twitch? No, Dan. I mean, I have a Twitch account, but it's to comment on GarageBand's live when they do. But since they're on YouTube as well, I don't do. I haven't been on Twitch in months. So yeah, no, nothing. No other platform or anything. I mean, YouTube is it for me. I got no interest in doing any other social media stuff. It's just not for me. I number one, I just don't need that much content, and why I do care about the people in my life, I don't need to know what they're eating every day. Yep, That's right, Marty. It was in one of the last massive logs, and that's another thing. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do another massive log. I shot some stuff on New Year's Eve, and a show I went to with Josh, and also and that's pretty much it. I haven't recorded anything because I've just been too busy. Hey, Vince. You're looking like some of the riders at the EOFS escorts. Well, here's the interesting thing. Excuse me. Interesting thing is, I, in the '90s, my hair was down almost to my waist. Being a metal kid, and in a band, long hair was the thing. And then I cut it to high and tight, which you guys usually see me, with like this. This isn't much of a high and tight though, but it was I don't know, man. Because I work with so many people in the military, and I'm not military. I've never been. If I could do everything over again, obviously I would try. But by the time I thought, oh, maybe going into the Marines or something would be good, I was way too old. So the Eyes of Freedom. Uh-oh, did it freeze? I hope it's not freezing. This is excellent connection. If you guys see it freeze, just pause with me. I don't know what's going on. Let me see something real quick, guys. OBS. No, it looks like it's working. Did it freeze for somebody? If somebody can comment and say if it's frozen. On my little preview screen, it's showing frozen. So can you guys chime in and say that it's not frozen or it is frozen? Okay, it's not freezing. Okay, just on my end, it looks like it. Okay, thanks, guys. I'll just continue. But on my little preview, it's just the dreaded moving circle. So I don't know what. Oh, you know what? I got to hit. Let me try something here. There we go. Okay, not frozen. So yeah, forgive me. Where the heck was I at with this? Oh, the haircut. So because I do so many kind of military events, people always, because I have tattoos and I have a high and tight, they sometimes assume I'm in the military, and I'm always the first one. Absolutely not. When I grow the beard out, because this is the longest I've ever had a beard, but I've had a couple other beards in the past, I get asked if I'm military even more. So, Vince, you saying you look like one of the guys in escort, I totally understand that because most of those guys are veterans. Sean with a beardy beard. Hey, Lee, what's up? Yep, I'm gonna keep it going for a while. So, like I just said a little while ago, it's been. I had no idea a scraggly beard would do what it does. So, top hat. What, Jeff? With a top hat, Dr. Demento. Not frozen, so let's go. Okay. No way, it's Jeff. Yep. Everybody's in here. This is awesome. So, what time is it? 8:06? 9:06. Wow, it's 9:06. I can't stay on here for hours and hours. I got a very, very early morning. I have to leave to go south for a few hours. And then come back. Do my big middle phase in college. I tired. I mean, when I had my hair long, it was always getting away, obviously, and stuff like that. But when I decided to cut it, it was either I was going to cut it or grow dreads, because dreadlocks were really big back then. And then I figured out what you have to do to grow dreads, and it just didn't seem like something I wanted to do. So I ended up just chopping it all off. So, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe about 10 minutes we'll play. We're going to try to play Guess the Coaster AI Edition live. I went somewhere and typed in a bunch of stuff, coaster names, and got a bunch of pictures. So it will be up to you guys to guess what those pictures are. Now, this is just going to be a trial, and we're only going to do about 10 of them, but I do have some more if we want to do another episode sometimes later. I may fire this up a little bit more often than in the past. Hey there, Will. It's going good, but Stellarism. You know what? I just watched a video of yours at in New Jersey at the mall, which I have not been to. I'm going to be working in New Jersey, I think, for a week in June, and I'm hoping I have time to drive to the mall, or maybe Great Adventure. I doubt it, but my time will be limited. But I definitely want to get those creds there. So yeah, dude. And for those of you, like I sub to everybody in here, I think. But if you don't see me, it's because in your little sub thing, it's because I have my subscriptions hidden. Unfortunately, I had to do that. Hey, Train, what's up? Adventure Port. What is Adventure Port, Will? Or Austin? Oh, yeah. Lee, that happened. The collar on my light windbreaker, like my jacket, when I would ride Top Thrill Dragster or Millennium Force, I would have to zip it up as high as it would go, so they wouldn't flap, because I got cut by the edge of a zipper on Millennium Force or Dragster one year once. New area. Oh, the new area to KI. Okay, I'm sorry. I haven't looked at any of that stuff. I saw the announcement and that's it. But I most likely won't be able to see it this year. So hopefully it'll be there next year. Hey, Ted, what's up? What are your thoughts on Mindbender at Galaxy closing? I'm bummed at that. That was one of the bucket list coasters I always wanted to ride, and I never got to ride it. I've ridden the kind of mirror image, the one that's Indiana Beach now. But Mindbender was notorious. And I know people that have ridden it that love it, and I know people that have ridden it that hated it. Austin, I mean, I really can't comment because I don't know what they're doing at the park this year. I may hit up New Year's Eve again next year. That was my only kind of more than 2-hour visit to the park last year. I miss going there. I just don't have time. Do you think of SeaWorld San Diego has planned for their 60th anniversary in 2024? Donovan. SeaWorld San Diego, I have no idea. I know Busch has plans to continue with several additions at their parks in the future. I just really don't know what the majority of them are, any of them are really. So I can make guesses, but I honestly don't know. I could see a Giga going somewhere. I just don't know if it'd be San Diego. I may be working out that way this year, and if so, I'm going to try to get to the park if I can to do their dive coaster. Which of the two Intamin Blitz coasters? Which ones are opening in Europe? Max, I don't know which ones are opening in Europe. So Dorney Park is finally getting a new coaster 24 after countless years of not being touched. Well, use new in quotation marks. That's all I'll say about that. It's not a brand new coaster. I'm kidding. I don't know. I thought Mindbender was credible. Oh yeah, see Vince. Yeah, your video, dude. Is that the one in Indiana Beach, Dan? If so, it's amazing. Just let me know when you want to. Oh, thanks, Austin. Thanks. Yeah, I don't mind. I appreciate that, buddy. I don't mind paying the ticket. I paid tickets last year, and it was fine. But I only went, twice last year? Also, look up the song. Uh-oh. Hold on. What did you just say, Jeff? Oh, Love Bites, yeah. Cool band. Tutorial. Oh, I don't know much about the Batman thing in Spain. The other one looks like is that the one that's like Pantheon? If so, I think it'll be a fun ride. Okay. Yeah, I think they're good rides. Um, I would love to get to Europe again. I haven't been since 2007, so there's an awful lot there. Um, but I'll keep it on the down low unless somebody else wants to announce something. But I may be doing a rather large trip next year, and if so, there will be another coasting in the series that I will do if that's the case. So I'll leave it up to those that are planning to say something because it's not for me to announce stuff. But it's going to possibly be awesome. So, all right. Do you guys want to try this? I have no idea how this is going to go. I don't know if the microphone's going to cut out when I select these things, but we're going to try to do this. I don't know. Let me see if I can do this by moving you guys over here. And okay. So keep in mind that if we're playing this and there's a technical thing, I may have to quit the game and go because I don't know how this is going to work. But the way this is going to do, I have 10 coasters, and it's going to have their AI art. So I typed in a bunch of coaster names, and this is what they put out. Some of them are going to be very easy. Some of them are going to be very, very difficult. But whoever, just chime in, whoever gets it first, I'll give a shout out. And we'll continue until the last one. So if you guys are ready to try this, just let me know. And then we can talk afterwards. This isn't going to take very long, I wouldn't think. But this is just a test. And if it works, maybe I'll do another stream in the future to do it again. So, yeah. Let's see here. Okay. So I'm going to put this first one up. Here we go. Okay. This is a roller coaster, and hopefully you guys can see this. If you cannot see this, please chime in and say we can't see it. But first one, what is this? What coaster is this? And if it goes on too long where people really can't get it, I'll give you a hint. So let's see here. All right. Oh, hold on. Shoot. This chat thing. Let me catch up real quick, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, everybody's chiming in now. No. Oh, Stephen Barr, you got it. Stephen Barr got it. Congratulations, Stephen. Hello. I hope everything is well up in Canada. Okay. Are we ready for number 2? All right, let's see here. Let me move you over here. Okay, that first one was Apollo's Chariot. Let's go to number 2. All right. Go for it. And it's funny because I typed the word coaster and it put it on the coaster. Yeah, these are going to be hard. I know, I couldn't believe it. Let's see. Nope. Oh my God, Jeff got it. Jeff Johnson got it. Man, you guys are good. It is Blue Flash. Okay. I know the next one, this is going to be a time thing because everybody's going to get this the second they see it. But I'll wait for a couple more seconds. Nope, it wasn't Tron. It was Blue Flash. I know that's a cheat because it's not really at a park. And from what I understand, it will never run again. But it's only like 20 minutes from my house. Okay, here we go. Coaster number 3. All right, here we go. SeaWorld Orlando has removed the comfort collars for Icebreaker. Oh, have they really? They removed the. Wow. That's good because I do not like those things. I rode the one in Williamsburg, and those straps really bummed that ride out for me. Joanne, you got it. It is Steel Dolphin. I'm sorry. No. No. It is not Thunder Dolphin. I apologize. I have it listed wrong on here. It's not Thunder Dolphin, but I will say it has Dolphin in the title. And I know you're probably going to go to RCDB and look it up. It isn't Steel Dolphin. Yeah, exactly. What's Steel Dolphin? Not Steel Dolphin, Thunder Dolphin. Yeah. Um, so let's see here. This is a very kind of unknown coaster, but I have ridden it. It is no longer at the park. Nope. Steel Dolphin. I don't know if it's in China. I've never heard that. I will say this. It is in Japan. Dolphin Lundgren. Funny. Nope. So you guys have one of the words correct. You just don't have the second one. So, nope. Yeah, it's cool art. Okay, I'll give you another hint. It is at the location, the same park where Blue Fall used to be. Hey, Dan got it. Dolphin Coaster. It was a very strange coaster I rode. It was a lot of fun. I only rode it once. It was right next to Blue Fall, their big 350-foot Intamin second generation drop tower, which I believe is gone now. So it was Dolphin Coaster. I've got a POV it somewhere on my channel. Okay. Here we go. Coaster number 4. Okay. It's somebody in this stream is from the country that this coaster is at. Nope, not Bandit. Not Big Bear Mountain. Nope, not Chang. It's not a U.S. coaster. Not. Nope, Lee. That Steven, that drop tower was amazing. I marathoned the hell out of it. The first couple rides we rode the side that had trims, so it dropped and it trimmed. It went real slow and then it dropped again. And there was headbanging. There was laterals on that drop, and we hated it. We only took like 1 or 2 rides. Then as we were getting ready to leave the park, we went back over and said, "Is there any way you guys are going to open up one of the other sides?" And they did. And it had no trims, and it was glassly smooth. It was glass smooth, and I ended up riding it over and over and over again. Nope, nope. I'll give a hint. The country, it, so Lee got where the country. It's at not at that park, Lee, but it's in that country. So we'll see. Not Fujiyama. Yeah, it was awesome. Blue Fall was one of the highlights of my '05 trip, for sure. I rode it so many times that like the Japanese don't re-ride very often, and since there was no line, they make you go around, so I just kept on going around. I did this with Pyrenees as well, and the people start noticing that you're re-riding, like just regular people waiting for their friends to get off the ride, and then it draws crowds when they were cheering me as I was walking around. It was really strange, but it was a lot of fun. Oh, okay. Lee, you got it. Lee got it. So did Who's Your Coaster Fan. Both of you guys got it. But Lee got it first. So it is Dragon Mountain. That is Dragon Mountain. Twist Coaster Robin. Never got to ride that thing. I don't know anybody that did. What, was only open for like a week or something? I've been in that park twice. I love that park, but Twist Coaster Robin, yeah, obviously didn't work out for the park. Okay, coaster number 5. Here we go. All right. This one should be pretty easy. It was open for 30 minutes. Nope, not Alpengeist. Nope. Yeah, see, Jeff knows, even though it was in a different country. Nope, not Megazeph. How I missed that ride, though. Infinity Falls, Neverbolt, Alpengeist, Boulder Dash. Nope. I'll wait for another probably 30 seconds, but to give you a hint. As soon as I give the hint, everybody's gonna know. But oh, Vince, you got it. I was gonna say that the hint was somebody already guessed it earlier, but Vince got it. It is Fujiyama. So did Amusement Now. Welcome, Amusement Now. Fujiyama. That's what it is. As you can see, Mount Fuji in the background if you look close. So, alrighty. Let's crazy coaster that wouldn't pass health and safety. Yeah, exactly. Acid trip the ride. You know, I've never done acid my entire life, but that ride. Speaking of Japan coasters, if you can find a POV of the Panic Coaster Back Dan, that's at the Tokyo Dome City. One of the most trippiest experiences I've ever had on a roller coaster. We didn't know anything about it, and it was insane. Yep, Mount Fuji is in the background if you can see. Okay, here goes the next one, number 6, and there's 10 of these, so we're halfway, so just over halfway. Here's number 6. Good luck with this. All of these should just be Mind Eraser. All right. This is an American coaster. Nope, not the Beast. Not El Toro. Not Space Mountain. Apocalypse. Nope. I will say this. It is not a wood coaster. Even though that's kind of what it looks like in the picture. Nope. Not Son of Beast. Not around. Nope. Nobody's got it. I will be very shocked if somebody does get it. Nope, not Velocicoaster, but I will say it's one of my favorite coasters in the country. I don't know if that means anything to anybody, but Fun Adventures with Alan Green. Tennessee Tornado? Nope. Welcome, Alan. Wildfire? Nope. Iron Gwazi? Nope. I was sitting... Oh, that's cool, Max. It's an amazing ride. No. Lee, that's not it. Good guess, though. Nobody's got it yet. I-305? No. You guys are getting closer, though. You're welcome, Alan. Not Maverick. Hmm. Not Goliath. The best guess. Well, no. If I say the guess, you guys are going to get it. Someone's guessed something. The same type of ride. It's just not that ride. Nope. Another couple of great guesses. Nope. Oh yeah, for sure, Max. Nope. Nobody's got it. Okay. I'll say I think there's only 8 of these in the world. Nope. Good guess though, Train. Max, you got it. Fury 325. It was Fury 325. That's what came out when I inputted those in there. So, yeah, who would have ever thought that's what would have come out? It's strange because I for this one, I did it once, and the image had nothing coaster related on it at all. I mean, nothing. It didn't make any sense. So I did it again using the same exact words, and this is what came out. So, what is the theme? I don't know. I just typed in Fury 325, and that's what came through. Fury 325 coaster, I think I had to put in there. So, yeah, Max got it. Okay, let me see here. Okay, the next one people are going to get very, very quickly. It was Fury 325. Go figure. All right, you ready? Here we go. Coaster number 7. Yeah, this one, I think people are going to get this really quick. Nope. Not lightning rod. Fast and Furious supercharged. Nope, not lightning rod. Lightning rod. Nope. I'm really surprised because I thought this was a given. No. These are great guesses, by the way. But this one is actually not a steel coaster. Mad Max Fury Road. Nope. No, nothing yet. Think West Coast. Hey, Marty got it. It is Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider has that artwork, not the coaster, but the comic, and that's the kind of color, the orange and black and all that stuff. So it was Ghost Rider at Knott's Berry Farm. I could see it being an Intimidator or something like that. So the front looks a bit NASCAR-like. Yes, it does. That was the confusing part, but the actual Ghost Rider. So, yep, it was Ghost Rider. So, Marty got that. Okay, here we go. Number 8. Duh. Italian Job Stunt Track. No, you know, that'd be a good one to type in there, see what happens. Yeah, see, you just thought NASCAR. Yep. So, I mean, technology. Oh, Dan got it right off the bat. I figured you guys would get this. It is Lightning Rod. I mean, everybody was pretty much guessing that earlier, but this is indeed Lightning Rod. So the Lightning was. I almost didn't use that one because I thought it would be too obvious, but hey, it is what it is. But everybody's got it. Which I need to get back down there as well because there's a lot. Number one, there's some more mountain coasters and there's the Dollywood coasters, the two new ones I haven't ridden. So, all right, number 9. We got one more after this, folks. Here we go. Number 9. Now, I guess this could be considered a wood or steel because this name is shared by both a wood coaster and a steel coaster. Nope, not Smiler. Not Ride to Happiness. Nope. Nobody's got it yet. Nope. Not Goliath. Oh, who's your coaster fan? You got it. Medusa. That's what it is. Medusa. That's what came up. And I didn't type Medusa wood coaster or Medusa steel coaster. I just typed in Medusa coaster. And that's what came up. Oh, this is opening weekend for Dollywood. Wow, that's crazy. Hopefully I get down there before the end of the year. Like I was saying earlier, I have 0 park plans this year just because I'm going to be touring so much. So if I'm in an area that and I have a day off, I'll try to definitely head up to parks. But I also want to try to do a couple solo trips in small parks I've never been to. We'll see how it goes. Wood and steel, exactly. Okay, last one, guys, and then we'll get back to us chatting for a little while. So here we go. Number 10. Again, this is a very strange image for the name. Let's see here. I will say this. Let's see. No, Steven, I won't be able to go there this year. Unless work brings me there. But no, I won't be able to do. I won't even be able to hit Kings Island this year unless it's like New Year's Eve or if somebody from out of town comes, I'll come hang out a couple hours maybe. But no, it looks like Ozzy going off the rails on a crazy train. It's Wavebreaker, Thunder Run, Boulder. Nobody's got it yet. Nope. I will say this: there are 2 of these in the world. There are 2 that. How do I say this? A PAX coaster? Nope. Nope. Nope, Jeff. It's these coasters changed and then changed back. Oh, Max gets it again. Mr. Freeze. That's what it was. Mr. Freeze. Wow. You guys are good. We definitely will have to try this again. But let's get back to. All right. Thank you guys. That was a test, and it worked. So now I know I can kind of do this stuff. When Kyle would do these streams with me, he would always take care of the OBS stuff pretty much if we did anything like this. But I've had these uploaded for a long time, and said, "Oh, one of these days I'll get back to trying this." And then I was chatting with Marty tonight, and he mentioned the live stream stuff, or I mentioned it to him and just said I haven't done it in so long, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna fire everything up. So all this came together really quick. Time to break the ice. Now I can sleep fulfilled. Aren't there three Mr. Freeze coasters? No, there's only two of the original layout. The third one is like a modified thing, I think. It came later and it uses LSMs instead of LMs. If I'm not, maybe I'm not thinking correctly, but yeah. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I can't believe it's March already. With everything that's happened with the Eyes of Freedom, and it's been taking up so much of my time to be planning these tours and stuff like that. I just hope that I can kind of grasp at a couple parks, because next year is going to be a really big year, and it's going to be awesome. Yeah, I don't know what the third one. There's another one in a different country, but it's not. It doesn't really look like that. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. The chiller technically is a third one. Well, kinda. Yeah, Steven. I mean, same type of ride system, but different layout. Going to be Great Adventure, but instead one was given the Batman. Oh, okay. Interesting. Those things were intense, man. I rode the chiller in 3 different configurations. I rode them both in the original configuration with the really, really heavy, hard shoulder restraints, which is the version I have on my channel. And then they did another one, the same layout, with just lap bars, and I rode it then. And then I did it again with lap bars and no Heartline or no 0G roll. It was just this weird kind of S thing, you know. So yeah, did you ride the Vekoma? Yes. If you're talking, is that the thing that was at Kentucky Kingdom, the Quake? If so, yes, I rode that, and I rode one. I don't know if it was Vekoma. It was similar, but it went upside down. It was in Japan at the park's no longer there anymore. Oh crap! I went there on my birthday in '05. It's the park with the big shuttle coaster that had the it's got a mini Magnum. It did Titan at. Oh my God, why am I drawing a blank at that park? Help me out, guys. What is that park name? Space World. Space World. That's what it was. I rode one at Space World. I rode Robin. I think it was Space World. Oh, Lord. The Flight of Fear rides, I hated them the first couple years they were there because of the restraints, but now I love that ride. Space World, there we go. What's... Yeah, I mean, I love Premier coasters. But yeah, the future of the channel, I've got some more kind of upgraded stuff. I've got... I think tomorrow. All this, see, the way I upload all this stuff, I upload them weeks, sometimes months in advance, and just let it go. And I hadn't been on my channel in almost a month to respond to comments until tonight, as Marty knows. No, I never got to ride Moonsault Scramble. I've gotten to examine the front car, though. It was on display when I was there in 2019. No, I know people that have ridden it and just said it was the most high G ride they've ever ridden. And it's technically the first coaster to go over 200 feet tall, even though it's a shuttle, you know. So it predates Magnum, I believe, for a 200-foot coaster. I would have loved to have ridden it, though, because I love intense rides. Have you ever tried the new... No, I don't know what that is, Dan. You're trying to convince it was Demon Drop was a coaster. I know others that count it that. I don't count it as a coaster, but I know people that do. I have no problem with people that do. I miss the old Premier rides, trains. Yeah, the new Premier trains visually aren't the most awesome looking trains in my opinion. They're very, very basic. And for taller folks, like taller than me, it's, from what I've understood, it's very uncomfortable. And, you know, what's your guilt pleasure coaster? Of course, yours is, Steven. I got thrashed on that when you and I rode it, if I remember. I had a bit of a headbanging on that thing. Guilt pleasure coaster. Hmm. Guilt pleasure coaster. I don't know. I'd have to think about that for a while. Twister 2 for Dan, not for me. Um, Guilt pleasure coaster. I mean, because it's so polarizing. I mean, I could say something like the Beast. I mean, I love that thing because it's so unique. I will always take a unique ride over something with huge stats any day, even though that has big states. Orion's a good ride. It's not my favorite Giga. I don't really have a favorite Giga. The first couple times I rode it, I wasn't that impressed with it. But once it warmed up and then they started full, you got to remember when that thing opened, we were still in the pandemic and they only had half the trains, so it wasn't moving as fast. But now that it's gotten some miles in it and full trains, it flies. So did I even ride that? I think I rode it once last year. I don't know. No, I haven't been to that park, Lee. Well, yeah, Revolution's good too, Vince. That was such a strange ride. I need to get back there as well. We'll see, but um, we're it's gonna be. There's some really good stuff in the works, guys, and while I don't think we'll ever get to the level we were in the early 2000s, late 90s, as far as just one after the other being announced. There's some really unique stuff. And I mean, I've been taking a break the last few years just because for various reasons, and I really want to kind of get back into it on a level that makes me happy because for a long while there, this stuff wasn't doing it for me. But taking a break for anything you love is a good thing, and it puts things in perspective. It puts things in ways you never thought, and for that reason, I'm looking forward to getting back to it. When I rode Revolution is. Oh yeah. I would never do Revolution with VR. I mean, I did. I think 3 coasters with VR, kind of as a guinea pig, and I liked the process because I liked the VR world, but um, uh, it they just shouldn't do it for rides like that. Yeah, Vekoma used to make crazy flat rides. Absolutely. Yep. Um, yeah, the giant wheel at it's not really a flat ride, I guess, but the Ferris wheel, the large Ferris wheel at Kentucky Kingdom's of Vekoma. You know what? I haven't been to a water park, Stephen, in like 10 years at least. The last big water park I went to was Schlitterbahn in Texas. And that's when Jeff Siebert worked there, and he took us all around and stuff. And I had a great day there. But I normally don't do them. A lot of it has to do with just the lines. Why do I have to wait a half an hour in line for a water slide when I can wait 10 minutes for a coaster? I mean, I know it's not the same thing, but do you think there will be a huge building? No, I don't think that's necessarily what's going to happen, Dan, because that'll be so sporadic over a long period of time, I think. Yep, the Waikiki Wave, Jeff. Yep, they're fun rides. Oh no, Lee. The Ferris wheel around is the best Vekoma at that park. What did they do? Oh, cool. Um, Before Kentucky Kingdom was purchased by uh, Hershen, um, I was working with Jefferson. He was doing these Kentucky Kingdom like look back videos, and I was just allowing him to use sending him the direct files for the footage and stuff. And he was going to do one on the Quake. I don't think it ever was released. Maybe it was. Uh, do I think Kings Island will get a new coaster in 2024? I don't know, Alan. I've kind of been way removed from knowing everything as far as that part goes for a while. I would hope they would, but we'll know. I mean, if the park open, you would see construction stuff early on in the season if it would be like a decent ride. But if not, maybe 2025. You know, um, I would. There's a slew of things I would love to see that park get, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I know there's some stuff being designed. I think that's going to blow some people's minds if they happen the way that it was explained to me. Not at Kings Island, I'm saying, but just in the industry as a whole. So I'm real curious to see if some of these things come to fruition. So you're a gin bar. What are they, Dan? Gin bar glass? I'm not sure, Arthur. I'm not sure. Yes, Lee, he is. Yep, been there for a few months now, actually. Like last year, like no, October maybe, November, somewhere around there. Yeah, yeah. Yep. What Kiki Wave? I'm not sure, Arthur. Huh. But yeah, it's the despite the lack of coaster stuff in my world, it's going to be a good year. It gets a new put in all this deal. Yeah, I'm not sure we'll see one of those. They have a lot to proving themselves, just like Intamin. Hey, Coaster Nick, how you doing? T2 video. Oh, that's good to know, Vince. That's awesome. Since I don't follow any of that stuff, I never get to see it. So TT. Oh, oh, thank you. You talking about the construction stuff? I had that thing ready to go months ago, and I just decided to upload it or release it 20 years from the day it was recorded. I kind of like doing it every once in a while. I'm not going to release another media day version of Top Thrill Dragster in May, but I scheduled a post months ago just stating, hey, 20 years ago today was the media day for Top Thrill Dragster, and that'll be on like May 4th or something, whenever that was, May 3rd. That would be fun. You should do that, Austin. I won't be able to go this year, but I have no idea, Dan. I still don't. That credit is a half an hour for me, and I still don't have it. I have no idea. When I worked at the zoo for a week in 2021, right after that coaster opened, like it had just opened like a week after, when I was there, and I had no time. And this is when I was really not looking at coasters, didn't want anything to do with them, and for a while. So the park, they even offered to take me and ride it for free, and said they hadn't shot a POV, and I could have shot it for them, I guess. They were just like, hey, we don't have one, but if you have one and you want to share the file, that kind of thing. And I said no, I turned it down. So I don't know many people that have ridden it, so maybe it's, good luck, Cedar Point. That's all I have to say. if they can't get the one at the zoo running, and it's one of the newer kind of versions too. I was just looking at the credits at the Columbus Zoo yesterday. Yeah, I mean, I haven't. I mean, the wood coaster was one of my first coasters I had ever ridden. Oh, cool, Steven. I bet you'll have fun, dude. Prototype accelerator of hell. Yeah. Um, I just made a comment on. I think it was to your comment, Lee, on YouTube tonight about. Yeah, it was your comment, Lee. That I found out about Dragster. I think January of 2002. I was at Knott's Berry Farm, and Jeff was with me, Jeff Johnson, and we met the GM of the park at the time, and he took us into his office, and there were blueprints sitting on a table of accelerator, and he explained that it was a hydraulic launch. It was going to have an over-the-top top hat. Um, and then he's like, "You're from Ohio," and I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "You're getting the bigger version." And all he would say, it was 120 feet tall, fastest, and a couple other little things. And that's how I found out about Dragster. And I was super, super excited. Matter of fact, if you listen, I don't know if you're in here, Nick, but in that Dragster video, you can hear Janice Withrow say, as Neil's showing the tower, you can hear in the background her say, I said to her, hey, when we were driving past this area last year at this time, there was something going on. And she says, you know what? I saw that the work being done, and that was for Dragster, and we were there to see Wicked Twister. It was the year before, but she said that had she realized they were going to be pouring footings for that day, she probably wouldn't have driven us down there. But if you watch my footage from 2004 when I'm in the park driving through, we passed that area, and you can hear her say, oh, that might be for a restaurant or something, but she totally knew what it was, even back then. Accelerator is 205. Yep. Yeah, Johan. Yeah. I think that's what's happening. So, I don't know it's going to be interesting to see how the ride runs. People have been making comments on that video talking about it. It's going to not be fun because it's not hydraulic launched anymore. But it'll be LSM most likely. My guess, that's what I would guess. But that would be badass to see an air launch. I'm not gonna lie. Best launch in the world is air launch, in my opinion. Have you ridden Wild Chipmunk Elite? Yeah, I did. I rode it with Jeff. We were there for a coaster event in Jeff, 2003? No, it had to have been. It was still HPR, so it was probably 2004, 2003, 2004. Yeah, Wild Chipmunk is great. It's just like the one that's at Adventure City. Well, it was at Adventure City. It's been replaced by, what was that, Gerstlauer Shuttle? The Rewind coaster. I rode it with somebody from the show Lost. If anybody remembers that show. After Hurricane's closure in 2017. Oh, wow. That's crazy, Marty. It's just like Tomb Raider the Ride, which, by the way, I found something really cool. I had this bag of stuff from Travels that was tucked in a box. I was looking for something today, and I couldn't figure out where it was at. And I found some cool things, but one of the things I found was a leather leaflet, leather kind of like book that was the invite for Tomb Raider's media day, to make it look all like it's done really, really well. And 25 years operation. But anyway, Tomb Raider, when Cedar Fair took over that park, they were not happy with the ride program that Tomb Raider the Ride did. Remember, it was the only giant topspin. It was the large one, so it couldn't do the typical stuff that normal topspins could do. So they asked Hoos, hey, what can we do? We want to do more flips because we're going to lose the licensing for all this, the show and the sound. What can we do? And they said, well, we can make it flip more, but you're going to have to lose more weight in the gondola. So they took out the front row. So its capacity went down, and it was only 2. So there was one at Jay's Amusements that was more insane, Sean. Well, it wasn't the same type of mouse, Jeff. The one that Lee's talking about is a Herschel. The one that that Lee's talking about is a Myler. No, wait a minute. Yeah, those are old Myler coasters, like the one at Lakeside. And then the one that Jeff's talking about was a Herschel, like the one that used to be at Lakemont and the one that used to be in Texas. And if you guys watch the POV at Jay's Amusements, the POV of the coaster I have there, the Mad Mouse. Why I was on it, I was shooting POV, and I don't know if it was your idea, Jeff, or the ride operator's idea, but I'm just pull into the station pretty quickly, and the brakes were off. And I went through the station full speed, made that turn, totally unannounced, totally caught me off guard, and you can hear my reaction on the video. So, yes, I did ride the Mad Mouse at Quasi. The only time I've ever been in that park, it was the Monster Mouse. I rode it. I got my 300th coaster that day, and it was going to be the little kid coaster at that park, and I didn't ride it because the next coaster that I was riding happened to be... Oh, they wouldn't let me on the kiddie coaster anyway, so I couldn't get that credit if I wanted to. But my 300th was Boulder Dash. I rode later that day. Oh, it was your idea, Jeff. Okay. Hilarious. So I think I'll go for another half hour, guys, and then I'll sign off, and then maybe we'll do this for maybe next week or the week after, something like that. I'm just glad to be out of the funk that I was, man, because the last 3 years have sucked. So things are really, really good right now. Really good. It was a weird ride, Johan. It was a weird ride. I loved it. The first time I ever walked in that room was with Jeffrey and David took John Keeter and I in that room, and we weren't allowed to take any photos or any video. We walked in there and saw how big that was, and they allowed us to go into the arms holding that ride are so large that there's doors in them with ladders going up to the middle of the ride, and they let us go in there and take a look. I do have a off-ride video. Jeff took me down into like the bowels of the ride behind this metal gate so I could record it, and it was in testing mode. They hadn't let people in, and that's how I found out that they were piping in screams of riders, because if you're in that room when there's nobody riding it, you can still hear screams, and you can hear it in my video. I need to do that. I've heard so much about Kaleidoscape. Is that what it's called? Yeah, I need to do that. I love weird stuff like that, man. Oh, I don't have that coaster. Yeah, that's the name of it, Steven. That's the one I don't have. So the PSVR 2, I mean, the only games I have on it right now, a couple demos, like a Star Wars type demo thing, which I'm trying to figure out. I have a kayaking, or it's just a free kayaking thing, or you pay for it, but it's you can go anywhere. It shows off the kind of power of the system. I have the demo for Village, which is terrifying, but awesome. I have I bought Moss Book 1 because I loved it so much on PSVR 1. It's not compatible with PSVR 2. So I bought it again so I can start playing that too. I just finished Last of Us 1 on PS5. I got 100%. I went through and played it, and I'm doing that with Part 2 from PS4 right now. Now, there are the bummer is the games that are VR for PSVR 1 don't work on PSVR 2. I play Rec Room, which is a VR kind of social type thing, but for some reason the PS VR 2 doesn't. It only plays it in screen mode. It doesn't do the VR yet, so it's still got some things, but it looks incredible. The new controls are it takes a little while to get used to, because you have to they kind of circle your hand and everything. But great system, and I'm looking forward. Tomorrow I think I'll fire it up when I have some time and play it a little bit more. But highly recommended. The PSVR or the PS5 is an amazing machine as well. So remember the insane top spin at Six Flags Ohio? Yeah, 20, 30, 40 flips. Yep, I rode that. Was that with you and someone else from Connecticut? Who did I ride that with? Coast and Steve. Steve McDonald. No, I don't have Planet Coaster. No. I just don't have the time. I have No Limits too. Hey, Jeff. Thank you, buddy. Jeff, I don't know how long you've been in here, but I was talking a little bit about Mike Straley. I don't know if you know, but Mike's no longer part of the Eyes of Freedom. He left. So just me right now until we get a replacement. But yeah, dude. Thanks, man. I didn't know you knew Typo Negative. Batman opening day. Batman opening day. What is that, Jeff? If you're talking about Six Flags Ohio Batman opening day, it was open from the very first day. Maybe I'm just not thinking, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting back on the road again this year, man. I'm healthier than I've been the last 3 years because of stupid COVID stuff, but my long COVID has seems to have drifted away. There's still things that happen I can't explain, but King's X, absolutely. Heck yeah. Is this Rob? Who's Snook One? King's X, still my favorite band of all time, man. And Typo Negative as well. That was one of the hardest things I had to delete when I was at my war with YouTube last year. All the videos I delete, all my guitar playthroughs. So I'm going to create another channel and just do guitar stuff. And it's going to be my I don't give a F channel. Like, I don't care what they do to it. It's not going to be monetized. You know, despite what people think, I'm not a millionaire from YouTube. I don't, since they did that to me, all that's kind of gone, which, let's be honest, I like I said earlier, I don't do any of this for that anyway. But lots of big plans, you know. I'm still trying to figure out what to do with the massive logs, and once I figure out the music situation with the licensing and stuff, they'll be back live hopefully soon. But right now, it's ridiculous what they're doing and that. So I have a question regarding videos for you guys. So I try to be nice to everyone. Okay, I'm a nice guy. That's what people tell me. But every once in a while, you don't agree with everybody, and so I have a very kind of strict way. I put that footage out there for people to use, but if they're not going to be fair about it, then I have an issue with that. Okay, and I'm not going to name any channel names, but there's a couple channels or the operators that operate these channels. They're very, very small channels, I should say. Not that that matters, but the most popular video I have on my channel, I have to file copyrights for all the time. And it's not because people aren't giving me credit. It's because people are altering the video and making it to something it's not supposed to be. And I contact them and say, hey, you got to take this down. That's not what it is. And usually they're pretty cool about it. However, I asked somebody to just put a credit. It's not an ego thing. It just gives the option for the person that's watching the video to see the original source. That's it. Okay. And it's my video. Okay. Sorry, but it is. Two of these channels sent me emails with ridiculous way of looking at things. Okay. So this is just my old crusty opinion here. But if someone's video is completely relying on other people's footage, which I don't have any issue with that at all, okay? But in my opinion, that is not an original video. Okay, it's filled with a bunch of other people's video, but it's not an original video. Someone challenged me on that and said, I can use your footage for my original video, and there's nothing you can do about it. Well, they didn't say it like that. But both of those videos are taken down, and now I'm in the process of trying to diffuse that because I've had to block them. One of them has created another account to keep putting comments on one of the videos, and I have to delete them. So I don't know. Am I out of line for saying that just because you're using other people's footage, and they can be using it in the right way by giving people credit? But it's not an original video. It's an original idea they might have had for that footage. But the footage isn't original. And there's this weird, I'm noticing this weird thing where some of the younger folks, they don't understand that. So, okay, is that wrapping? Yeah, I mean, Jeff Johnson and I have plans. Oh, okay, Jeff, cool. Jeff Johnson and I have plans to be there opening year for sure. Taking videos without credit. Hey, Kyle, what's up, buddy? Yeah, totally random, buddy. For more. Oh, thank you, Jeff. It just, it, I don't know, man. It's, it's one of those weird things where it just makes it a lot less fun to do this. I do this for fun, okay? And if there's going to be some assholes that try to put thorns in your side, you just gotta brush them out. Push them away. But yeah, I know I don't please everyone, especially the two people in question. But that's their beef. I don't hate anybody. They hate me. Tough shit. Sorry. So I'll go for another 20 minutes, guys. But yeah, Kyle, we did guess the coaster, the AI thing. I've had these uploaded for probably 2 months now, and finally decided to do one tonight after talking to Marty via email. Yeah, the only way people can reach out to me is email because I don't do any other social media. Or if you have my phone number, you can call like Jeff does, or when I talk to Kyle and stuff. Oh, that's right. Grizzly is getting retracked this year. How's the park been, Kyle? Put your big boy boots on, and squash them. Oh, I do. I've banned them and I've deleted their video. I've had their video deleted, but that's what sent them over the edge. You can't do that. Yeah. Hey, Matt, what's going on, buddy? Nice to see you in here, man. I didn't know you had an account. Oh, you're at Carowinds right now, Kyle. That's awesome. Oh, wait, you did tell me that you were going there for training or something. That's awesome. Who did I? Snook, who is you? Who are you? Who is you? Who are you? So, but yeah, man, it's just oh, nice. You got love in here, Kyle. Deserved. Yeah, Jeff, I saw that. I saw that, man. A corporate for communication summit. Sounds terrible. Hopefully you're having fun. Oh, okay. Nice to see you in here, buddy. Oh, that's right. I did know your screen name, of course. I don't know if you've heard the new King's X, Matt, but it took me a while to get used to it. But there's two songs in there I can't stop listening to. So I am seeing Life of Agony in 10 days, 12 days, somewhere around that. I cannot wait. Life of Agony is this metal band from Brooklyn that I've known since 1994. Um, their singer used to be Keith, is now Mina Caputo, but highly, 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 highly recommend watching The Sound of Scars. It's a documentary about this band that came out last year. I bought it on Blu-ray, watched it a few weeks ago, was crying. The guitar player Joey, anytime they come to town, I usually hang out. I've got footage on my channel of me hanging out with them like in '95, but I cannot wait to see them. They're playing their River Runs Red album in its entirety. I'm so excited for the show. I can't wait, and that'll probably be it for me for shows this year. I went to well, that was the last Massive Logs. I saw Meshuggah twice, and then I went to a stoner metal show in here in Columbus a few weeks ago with Josh. I had never been to a stoner metal show. And for those of you that don't know, it's not just like a bunch of people smoking weed or anything. It's just this type of music that's super heavy, super down tuned. I probably heard 5 chords the entire night, and there was 4 bands. But it was something I won't forget. I would totally go see them again. Oh wow, man, Jeff. Yeah, I saw so many bands in '97. There, as a matter of fact, this this band Typo Negative played there like 6 times or some crazy amount, and I saw them every time, usually opening. But I saw them open for King's X and no, King's X opened up for Typo Negative, and then it was Motley Crue when Vince was out of the band, Vince Neil. But after Typo played, I had bought a shirt, and Peter Steele, the lead singer of the band that was basically Typo Negative, who's no longer with us, was standing off to the side of this ramp, just watching, getting ready to watch Motley Crue. And my friend Marie and I went over to him, and we were like, "Hey, we're big Typo fans. We've met you several times, but great show. Just want to say thank you." And he looks down, and this guy is like 6'7". He's really tall. And he looks down at me and goes, "I see you bought a shirt." He's got this big thundering voice. I see you bought a shirt. And it wasn't this shirt. It's another one I have. And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Do you know what we do with those shirts?" And I was like, "No." And he grabbed it out of my hand and acted like he wiped his butt with it and threw it back at me and goes, "I shouldn't have done that." I mean, he didn't really wipe his butt. He just acted like it. But he says, "If you want another one, I'll go get you one." And I was like, "No, it's fine, man." And I still have that shirt to this day. So, oh, wow. Yeah, I enjoyed that place. That place was built because the place here in Grove City, they said it was too loud. I used to be able to hear bands play, and I'm 3 miles from there, I think. Yeah, dude. That's the tour I saw him on. Yeah, Matt. Oh wow. Yeah, Typo is one of those bands I don't know if I'll ever stop listening to. Where are you guys seeing Jacob? Hey, Jacob, what's up, man? Everything's been going up here. Nice to see you on here, man. Hope all is well, man. I miss you too. What did I miss? Oh, he was SpongeBob, Jacob. I can't remember. I think the last time we hung out was in Cincinnati, Jacob. Capitol Music Center. Yeah, that's where I graduated. That's where my high school graduation was, Jeff. Grove City wasn't allowing. They had just put new grass down on the field, so they weren't going to let us have our graduation on the field, the football field, and they were going to move it inside in the gymnasium. But we were only allowed to bring like one person. So my entire class just freaked out and said that's not cool. So Capitol Music Center heard us and said, "We'll get, not only will you can bring as many people as you'd like, we're going to give you tickets to the first show at the place." And it wasn't the first show. No, it was the first show. It was Tears for Fears. So yeah, it was. I cannot believe how long ago that's been, man. So Jeff, J Value SMC, for those, I mean, you guys don't know him because he's not been in my vlogs and stuff, but he's a former Marine. Well, once a Marine, always a Marine, as you guys say, that served in Lima Company. Lima Company is portrayed in the exhibit I take around the country. And we also went to the same high school. We've got all these kind of weird ties. It's pretty cool. Hey, Marlon, what's up? Nice to see you in here, buddy. Yeah, it was when we burned down the. Yeah. You're right. Oh wow, congrats, Jacob. I don't think I'll be able to hit the park this year, but if I do, it'll be with people like Marty, somebody from out of town. I mean, I haven't owned a season pass since like 2019. So maybe next year I'll get a pass. But yeah, I'll definitely look you up for sure, man. Um, Marlon and I, dude. So last year, November of last, oh no, November of 2021, I went down to Islands of Adventure to finally ride Velocicoaster, which was amazing. And I was hanging out with Marlon and Barry and all that, and I took my first ride on Hagrid's, and it was at night, and I don't know, we waited like 45 minutes or something, Marlon, and we got the front row, and as you turned the corner of the station, it was like a waterfall. It was the most downpour, one of the most downpour, like wet rides I've ever gotten on a coaster. And I had gone through some really, really heavy stuff a couple months prior to that, and I just didn't want to be around anybody. And a lot of that was weighing on my head when I was at that park. So when I rode that coaster with Marlin, all that anger and all that just poison and nastiness just came out of me on that ride. I mean, I couldn't see anything because of the rain, but I screamed so loud I blew out my voice, which is very uncommon for me because if I scream, I know how to do it and not hurt my voice. It's just something I when I'm screaming like metal songs or when I was in a band, something I learned. But that was just full on, rah, just screaming as loud as I could, and I blew out my voice. But it was probably the most important coaster ride I've ever taken, other than my first coaster ride that got me into it. So, yeah, it was amazing. Thank you, Marlon, for being there. Marlon Scott, ladies man. Typo or King's X? Yes. That's how I'll answer that. King's X for their song. I don't know, man. Typo is not for everybody, but if you figure it out, it's like Meshuggah. If you figure out the little key that makes them so unique, then it's insanely good. So highly recommend put on a good pair of headphones and listen from start to finish Typo Negative's October Rust. It will take you on a journey. You will not understand it the first time, probably. But the more and more you listen to their music, they add things. One of the reasons I add Easter eggs in my videos, there's a lot of them. A lot of that came from listening to Typo's music because they hide things in their music that you don't hear the first, second, third, fourth time around. It's really cool. I love when bands do that. Oh, nice to see you. Now, Marlon, I won't be there. I've never done a coaster stock. I doubt I ever will. Um, it's just, I don't know. It's just coaster events just aren't my thing anymore. I will never go to another one. Um, things have changed as far as the vibe for those things, and it's just not one I want to be part of or hope to be part of or any of that again. So I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer here or anything like that. It's just it's not for me. I don't mind hanging out with friends and stuff, of course, at parks, but it's just that ship has sailed, in my opinion. And the only other thing I think that would kind of get me out of this if I did like an ECC trip overseas with them. But yeah, I'm still a member of Ace though, but I just don't do the events. Been meaning to get those bands because of your vlogs and streams. Oh, King's X and Typo, Vince. Yeah, they're it. Just my suggestion: start with their very first recordings and move up, so you can see where they've come. Because the first Typo recording album it's a leftover album from the band Carnivore. That was Peter's other band, so it's more of a kind of a punk, hardcore based thing with really doomy stuff. But Bloody Kisses is where they got their sound. It's amazing. And I thought about making a channel. This is so uber geeky of nothing because I can play 95% of their stuff on guitar. I mean, when Bloody Kisses came out, I just listened to it and would play along with it. And next album, and then like the last album, there's a couple songs I just didn't learn to play. But yeah, awesome, Marlon. Okay, well, going back to our, I feel you. Cool, thank you, Marlon. I'm doubling down on. Hold on, I got to catch up. Uh, Hollywood Nights did you in a couple years back. Oh yeah, that I mean a couple that. You know what? That was a huge part of it. Yeah, Matt, that was a huge part of it. Where I just it's been spoiled. There's just too many spoiled people that want stuff, and it makes it very hard for me to kind of go through that to get to the good stuff because that channel of nastiness is always going to be with me when it's a long thing that I don't want to bore you guys with, but yeah, I did. Yeah, Jeff, the night it was the night before Mother's Day in 2005, no, 4. We went to the El Rosa Villa here in Columbus to see King's X. It was a great show. For those of you who don't know, the El Rosa Villa is no longer in Columbus. They took it down, but it's historic for the wrong reasons. I mean, I've seen literally probably 1,000 bands there throughout my life, but that was the venue where Dime from Pantera was killed on stage, and I was supposed to be at that show, but I didn't go. Berlin, yeah. Wow, 130 miles an hour. Fastest I've ever been on a train was in Japan in 2019, where we did. We had a late train. It was late by like 5 minutes. I mean, because of some weather. And so in all the tunnel portions, they were doing full speed, and we did 200 miles an hour on it. Dan got it on his little one of the apps he had on his phone. But yeah, so things are going good. It feels good to be back. It feels really, really good to be back. I'm just trying some new stuff in my life, and it's been really, really good. It's been really good for me. I can't wait to get back on the road. I mean, obviously things are going to be way different not having Mike part of the team anymore. But I things are going to be fun for me again. That's not because of work. I mean, just in general, things are going to be really, really good this year, and I'm looking forward to it. I mean, yeah, I don't. I would love to hit up more parks this year, but it's going to be a very, 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 very busy year. Um, Thank you, Marty. Thank you. You inspired this tonight, Marty. So I even told Kyle, I think on one of the last calls we had, that I wanted to go live again. I just didn't know when. Yes, Kyle and I did Orlando in 2020. Was it last year? It was last year. Uh, and we had a lot of fun there. So I most likely won't back down to Orlando until Epic Universe. There's just nothing down there right now that's pulling me to come down. There's nothing anywhere, if I'm being completely honest. He'll take the credit. But yeah, I'll be out west for work here soon, and if I have a couple days, I'm gonna do my best to hit up a park or two. We were there last February. God, man, over a year ago. Time, I'm telling you, it's just crazy. We'll see, but Jeff didn't ride Iron Gwazi. He left before we went down there to ride it. Yeah. Oh yeah, Vince was there too. I forgot. Well, he was there for the first couple days. We tried to get Jeff in, but we didn't have any success in that. So we'll have to get him on there a different time. But and you got dude best ride ever. The only stuff I've released on my channel for Iron Gwazi has been just the massive log stuff. So maybe I've been going through and picking out things and throwing them as a separate video, because I know not everybody watches those things. So, well, nobody can watch them right now, but I just really, I really, really, really hope YouTube gets with the picture and reevaluates the music thing, man, because this will destroy creators like myself if they do what they're doing right now. The last massive log I uploaded, I got hit with 2 copyright music things that were copyright free according to YouTube, but now they want licensing for them. So I had to replace the audio out of one of the features with some generic thing, because I edit all my videos to the rhythm of the music usually, and when you throw a song that's not edited there, it looks terrible. So all of that's being pushed off to the side until YouTube reevaluates their system here, because it is not working for people like me. Nice, Marlon. That is awesome. I had such a great time riding that thing, man. I got 19 rides on it on the media thing. So it's so bad, Marlon. It's getting to the point where it's becoming less enjoyable, and Um, it's just there's so much stuff you can't do that you used to be able to now. I mean, I used to have over 1,000 videos on my channel. I don't anymore. I got like 500 and some. So, uh, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, how crazy is that, Vince? That we rode that thing with Ray and everybody. I mean, so much faster now. Wow, Marlon, that's crazy. That drop tower. Um, I know they're removing it, uh, and it's absolutely sickening what happened. But um, I'm glad I rode it because I'd never ridden anything like that before, just like that. Who are you? Oh, Jason. Is this Wags? So Wags is who I went to see Meshuggah with twice last year. Ah, Marty. Wow. Was over in Texas when it all happened. Yeah. Marty, that was that. What was the trip I was gonna? No, I'm thinking of another trip, Marty. When you were gonna come over here, and Jeff, you and I were gonna do like Hollywood Nights and all that stuff. So, um, yeah, I wish the best for Holiday World and that event. I don't see me ever going there again. Uh, it's more of it's nothing the park did. It's just more of a personal thing. So, um, but yeah, I think that's gonna do it for tonight, guys. There's nothing. I mean, I got a busy next couple. At least the rest of this week's gonna be insane. So uh, I don't really leave to go touring for another at least probably not even a month. But once I get on there, this will be a little bit more sporadic in the videos. I don't have anything scheduled out until past late March. So if I have time to go through some stuff, I will. But if not, it might be just we might have to rely on one of these or something. So, um, yeah, Marlon, you're right. No, I didn't know about that, Vince. What's going on? I'll try. Thank you, Marlon. Thanks for chiming in, buddy. You've always been a great, great friend, man. You know, I always associate Islands of Adventure for you because you came up to me. We didn't even know each other at Holiday World in '97, and you showed me the model pictures. I'll have to check out Coaster Hours Goodbye for Now thing. I didn't know what was going on. I subscribed to him, but I haven't seen anything. See, yeah, I mean, if I have some time, maybe I'll chime in on Saturday. I hope all is well, but I know how things get busy. Trust me, I know that. Um, I think somebody's trying to text me. Oh, how do I? There we go. Yeah, yeah, Jason. Sorry, Mike left the Eyes of Freedom last month. Yeah, you know, any way we want to look at it, the Eyes of Freedom job is not a 9 to 5 job. It takes a lot out of you, and it's not scheduled structurally like the way normal jobs are. And that can be both good and bad. And for Mike, I think it was more bad than good because I think he would do better at like a not I don't want to say 9 to 5, but something with more structure. Um, uh, oh, okay, Vince, thank you. But yeah, it's. Sorry, I'm responding to Jason who chimed in just texted me. So But okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for chiming in. I'm trying to think what I have. I think, what is tomorrow? I'm releasing a video tomorrow. I just don't know what it is. I could go in here and look. I know I have a remastered version, an extended version, much extended version of Pilgrim's Plunge video coming. I did an much extended version of the Griffin video. All these are HDR remastered as well. So if you have a display that plays HDR, they look a lot more vivid. I've got reverse and forward POV of Iron Rattler, an HDR remaster, and I don't think it's HDR. It's 60 frames per second for that weird coaster in Japan, jet roller that I rode with the weird banking and stuff like that. So I have that coming up. So one of those four is going to be released tomorrow. I'm not looking up any updates. I'm not going to look at any. I've already seen too much of Epic Universe, and I don't want to look at a lot of construction or any of that just because I want to go in completely surprised at everything. I mean, it's going to be obvious, hard to have that happen, but I'm going to do my best because I knew everything about Islands of Adventure before it opened, and it was awe-inspiring. It was unbelievable, so much better. So I'm going to try it a different way. I'm going to learn less about this new park, and hopefully I'll be even more impressed. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, Jeff and I are in there for sure to do it. But I don't know who's still in here, but thank you guys for chiming in. If you need to get in contact with me, just go to the About section of my channel page. There is an email on there. You can email me, and that's pretty much it. Who is that? Who do you mean, Arthur? Oh, he's talking about what Jeff said. Okay. No. I don't mind hearing about it. I mean, I know what's going in there. I know Donkey Kong's going in there, and I know that crazy mock thing is in there, and a bunch of other Enderman things. But I'm just I'll learn some about it, but visually I just want to be blown away, and I can't wait. So your eyes will never be as big as the first day. No, that's true. That first day at IOA where I met Jeff in '99, and Marlon was there as well. It was probably the most magical experience I've ever had in an amusement park. That's why that park is hands down my favorite park in the country. Nothing even comes close to it. It's because I got to watch that thing be built, and I live in Ohio, and that says something. So I had a season pass to that park for the first year. I went so many times. But okay, guys, that is it for now. Thank you. The next time we come on here, I promise we'll play Guess the Coaster again. Maybe I'll come up with some more ideas. But yeah, send me an email. Let me know how things are going, and we will talk real soon. Okay, guys? Talk to you later. See ya. Rock on.